We are able to solve the problems which the current supplier was not able to solve.
Yes, they have a good machine, they'll have the right tooling, but in the US we've had a legacy of...
I think Imtex has been extremely good for us.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a very interesting guest, Mr. Scott Pvt President of OMNI-X Group. We have got Mr. Ujval, Managing Director of OMNI-X India. It's good to have you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward for our conversation.
Thank you, good to be here.
Scott, what sort of product offerings overall, OMNI-X has?
So OMNI-X offers tooling for the tube forming industry. One of our largest segments is in rotary draw bending, which is a very specific application for tight radius, thinner wall tubes, allowing them to do highly precision, high quality, high aesthetic quality products that allow automotive, aerospace, other manufacturers, other industries to really truly take new geometries and integrate them into their designs.
And today we are on day 3 of Imtex. How was day 2 and overall response for you?
Yeah. Well, this year 2024, I think Imtex has been extremely good for us. I mean, we've received very good positive inquiries, much more than last time. And what we find is this time that the crowd, people coming in, especially from out of state, like from Mumbai and other places, they are all very serious, uh, what shall I say, business seekers who are really looking for a solution. And many of the people, they've not come to our stall once, they've come 2, 3 times, trying to refine their discussions towards finding some solution. This is something new we are seeing in this Imtex. The level of seriousness and commitment by the customer to try to find something and to try to find a solution to his problem.
Scott, your experience of this show?
Imtex is on scale with any of the global, fabrication-oriented trade shows that we show in around the world. Obviously, the size is a little smaller given the limited scope of just the Indian market, but the breadth of products that you see here is really approaching rapidly what you would see in a FabTech or a Tube Dusseldorf type show.
And world market is bullish on India, and people see India growing. How do you see India as a market?
We see India, we've seen it from day one as a huge opportunity. I think the demographics, not only the age and the population, but the political system, as well as the opportunity for growth outside of India and for it to be truly the world's manufacturing hub is enormous. As you see China and the opportunities there as they mature into a different kind of industry, we think that India is well positioned to be able to do high precision, advanced manufacturing and grow for years and years, and not just in aerospace and automotive industries, but beyond that to other technologies and other industries that we see as having high growth curves in the future.
How do you see India as a market?
So when we started early in 2019, uh, what we found about the Indian market that it was very price conscious, a very price sensitive market, which it still is. But today what we see is we see a lot of customers who did not buy from us coming back to us and purchasing those tools from us at higher cost than before. The reason is we are able to solve the problems with the customers facing with his current supplier, which the current supplier was not able to solve, because we offer an end-to-end solution. We just don't make the tool. We make sure it's designed properly to the customer's requirements, whether it's dimensional, whether it's aesthetic, or whether it's got very tight tolerances. And the other thing is we also do a simulation. We have within OMNI-X in our design, we have specialized software which is able to pick up the customer's requirements and design our tools precisely to meet the requirements. This is something unique which OMNI-X has, which none of the other people have. All the other people do is they go in and they design manually, whereas our software designs the tools automatically based on certain criteria and experiences what we have had over the last 30 years.
And Scott, aerospace is growing in India. And so, what sort of solution OMNI-X has for aerospace market? B, what sort of tools or what sort of products you are, going to push to Indian market?
Sure. So obviously, OMNI-X has a presence worldwide, and the aerospace market is a huge market for us in all of our facilities, not just in the U.S. But in the U.S., we've had a legacy of over 35 years of manufacturing for aerospace companies. So we have that history of what's worked in the past. We know what the precision is that we need to hold tolerances, and also bending in very unique exotic materials. So titanium, specific alloys, Hastelloys, your Inconels, etc., and then specifically into aluminum tubes as well, and very thin wall tubes as well. So we're talking up to like 150 millimeters with like a 0.5 millimeter wall. Very extreme applications, and bending on very tight radii as well. So that history has allowed us to know and have confidence when we go into a tooling application with a customer that has a new machine. Maybe this is an unknown frontier for them. It allows them to go into this with confidence, to know, yes, they have a good machine, they'll have the right tooling, and with what Ujval mentioned, our support beyond the tooling is really critical to success of our customers and ourselves. We go and we meet the customer, we explain to them what the pitfalls are, how they should set the machines up in order to take advantage of the tooling in the right way, making sure that they don't make mistakes and scrap a bunch of material or have something come out with aesthetic quality standards that are lower than what global expectations are for quality. I think in the aerospace industry in India specifically, you'll see. I mean, obviously with the order book now for making the headlines that Air India is obviously had a resurgence, and then some of the startups here are very competitive in the airline industry, and in doing so, there's a renewed focus from legacy air aerospace companies in the commercial sector specifically, but beyond that, in defense spending, in business aircraft eventually, and then into space exploration also, as you've seen with the moon landing that India was able to accomplish, and what a great feat for that. There will be only more and more of this growth, and especially with the Indian focus and the talent pool here for the resources that they have. The aerospace industry in India is only poised to grow exponentially to the economic growth here. They're very tied in with the world industrial system and that industrial sector. And I think that they're well positioned in order to take advantage of that, combining that with the demographics that they offer and the engineering talent that they have here to really truly outpace and outshine what they are able to do in other industries. For us, positionally, I think it's just a matter of being close to them, walking along with them, sharing our experience with them, and then learning from them as well.
Yes.
The Indian method of jugad has worked for many years, and I hear about it, and I have experienced it, and I think India is positioned to move beyond that with its own version of how to take that what came out of that innovation, that creativeness, and really take it to the next level of professionalism, high quality, that people can be proud of on a global scale. And we look forward to being there hand in hand with that industry as it grows and they continue to find their foundation and their legs in order to grow into that next few decades.
Ujval, anything you want to add? How do you see the trends in the aerospace market?
So there are a number of interesting things happening, which is that India is now being seen as an alternative to China, especially in the aerospace industry, because basically the major OEMs want to de-risk whatever they're doing. They want to de-risk their supply chain. So we see a lot of aerospace activity coming up, even in our sector. A lot of tube bending, a lot of inquiries coming in, which is great because we are in a very good position to support our customers in India because we've already seen most of these parts made uh, by some of our USA customers and European customers. So we also have the knowledge and the experience to deal with these new products which are coming in. So we are in an extremely good position to help our customers.
I know it's we are in the end of the day and we don't have much time. My last question, Scott, your growth plans for 2024 as a group.
Yeah, so for us, we've installed some new equipment in our facility here in Bangalore. That equipment has been coming online for the last couple months, and it's just now hitting the ground running. So you'll see OMNI-X in India be able to in-source a lot of the machining and stuff for large tooling that we may have not had the option to, or may have been using a smaller machine to try and accomplish. And our people, again, were very creative in being able to do that. But now we have a larger machine that's high-end, a DMG Mori, that we will be using to really truly push the envelope of what we're doing here. I think in our other resources, we have in-house bending capability now to be able to do R&D work, to be able to truly work with customers and partner with them to find solutions and be able to explain to them and work with them to let them know what's possible. In addition to that, we're also investing in software to extend beyond our walls the support and the knowledge base that we have. We're looking at bringing customer portals online for web-based interface to allow customers to manage their own supply chain, manage their own resources and their own order history, and look and see and develop their own tools in some way too, to add their own customized bespoke touch to the solutions that we offer and that we stand behind. With that, I think that there will be opportunities as well. For the most exciting opportunity that I'm seeing is the opportunity for us for in the sustainability area. There's a large legacy of tooling in India that our customers bring to the table. Some of those tools, as they wear out, as they use them and utilize them, the old historical method in industry has been thrown away and buy a new one. And we like to see the opportunity for reconditioning tools, for reutilizing existing materials, etc., to just recoat and recondition to a like new, or even probably with some of their tools, maybe
Even
better
better.
than like new when they first ordered them. Bringing the OMNI-X expertise and precision to a tool that may have had some wear. So for us, we're really excited about that. We think from an environmental standpoint, from an economic standpoint, it offers some advantages. And from a customer standpoint, it offers them the opportunity to truly do a green sustainability option for their reconditioning of their tooling.
Ujval, your comments on India's growth plan.
I think looking at how we have done compared to the rest of the world, I mean, India is shining, to quote a previous phrase. And looking at our economy and the demographics of our people, we have a very young population which is willing to go out, to explore, to spend. So, I mean, I would say next 10 years, the growth plan is very good. And today our infrastructure is improved, airports are better, telecom is very good. So looking at all these factors and our demographics and where we are going and looking at our economy, if you look at the Indian economy, most of what we produce we consume. So that's a big plus
Thank you,
point for
Ujval.
us.
Thank you, Scott, for giving us some time for our publication. We wish you a successful 2024 and 2026. Have a great evening.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.